Hi, it's Paul, and today I'm an old man with a short form version of my video on how to change the socks on my dry suit. Short form for those people who haven't got any patience with YouTube, just the same as me. Just to be clear, this is not an instruction because I'm not an expert. This is just the steps I took, and they seem to have been successful. Copy them at your own risk. Let's get on with it. First step was to take the old socks off. I did this with a heat gun on a low heat, just warm enough to warm up the glue and melt it, and they just peeled straight off. Next I put a former inside the inside out trouser leg. This needs to be snug so that the trouser leg fits tightly around it, and it needs to go through at least, I'll say, a 1/4 inch, 5mm past the glue line. And it wants to stick out of the end of the leg at least the same amount. Now I put the sock on and I pull it up to the top of the glue line so that it all lines up, because that's going to be my finished point. No glue on there at this point, or no additional glue that I've added. I add tape round it at the point where I can feel the end of the trouser leg inside the sock. This is so that I've got something to roll the sock back on for when I prepare it with the sandpaper and I add the glue. It also helps to hold it all in place on the former. I'm using 1 inch or 25mm or whatever it is, painter's tape, masking tape, whatever you call it, and I put a second row around so that when I flip the sock back and put the glue on, the glue doesn't go all over the rest of the sock. I flip the end of the sock over and pull it back down over the masking tape as far as it will go back to the tape, and then I make sure that the bottom of the trouser leg is tight up to the edge of it. No video of the next bit because I completely forgot to do it, but you get a bit of sandpaper or wet and dry and you sandpaper round the cuff of the sock and also the bottom glue line of the trouser leg, just lightly, just to give the surface a bit of a key for the glue to adhere to. I get my chosen protective gloves on and I start at it with the glue. I put a layer of glue on each of the mating surfaces, so that's on the inside of the sock and on the bottom of the trouser leg, and I spread it out as evenly and as neatly as I can with the provided spatula, spreader, plastic brush, whatever you want to call it. On the glue I got with the kit, the manufacturer's instructions say wait 5 minutes or so until it's touch dry and then put another coat on, so I did exactly that and chucked another coat on. Glue on the sock, that is. Again, I leave it 5 or 10 minutes to touch dry, and then I flip over the glued surface of the sock onto the glued surface of the trouser leg and press it down. I then added a step in that wasn't actually called for on the Stormsure adhesive. I put some tape all round the glued area to hold it good and tight and left it for about 5 or 6 hours. The Stormsure adhesive doesn't say anything about needing a cure time. Some of the videos on the internet talk about other glues that do need a cure time. I'd got a gap of 7 or 8 hours where I was going out, so it was convenient to me, so I just taped it up and left it for a while. And then when I got back home, I took the tape back off, gave it a good check over, and it seemed fine, so job's a good one. Hope that's been of some use. Comments and questions below by all means, or over on oldmanwith.com. Same old story, blah blah blah. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.